Hey there guys, welcome back for a special episode of Mortal Realms Monday magazine review. Today we're looking at the premium kit number 2 that is only for premium subscribers, and this came with my delivery containing issues 23 to 26. So if you're expecting those issues, then chances are you're receiving this kit. I think this is our 8th delivery now, 7th or 8th delivery, something like that, around there. So yeah, let's take a look. I will say that the subscription has just started for those of you that live in Australia. Unfortunately, Hadchit, as far as I'm aware, have no plans at the minute to do premium for you guys, so apologies for that, but you guys are missing out on some good stuff there. But with that being said, if you are following my magazine reviews and the contents and stuff, then you'll see that the magazine itself is worth collecting anyway. It's just obviously an added bonus that you guys are missing out on. So, you know, unfortunately, it sucks to be you guys at the minute. So apologies for that. But you know, with that being said, let's take a look at what we're getting in this kit. So this kit is the Sylvaneth. Now, as I said, I am a returning Warhammer player, so the last lot that I played was actually fantasy, and I haven't really bothered with Age of Sigmar stuff. So, in terms of lore, I'm not entirely sure. If I am wrong on anything, then please correct me down in the comments below. But obviously we'll go through the magazine and I'll pick up on a little bit of lore here for you guys as well that aren't too sure. But as far as I can see and tell, the Sylvaneth are an elven race, or they came from the elves. And looking at them, I'd say that they're more akin to the wood elves side of things, rather than like the high elves and the dark elves and stuff. But obviously we'll check that in a bit. Anyway, with this kit, obviously, it's Sylvaneth, and we get 4 new paints. So we get Loren Forest, which is a green layer paint. We get Tau Light Ochre, which obviously is an ochre yellow type paint. Again, it's a layer paint. We also get a base paint, XV88, which is sort of a darker ochre, a pale brown, deserty kind of sand colour. And we also get a Nurgling Green, which is another layer paint. So obviously the colours in this are designed to go along with the paints that we've already received. And then these extra 4 colours are aimed to be able to paint your Sylvaneth guys up. So obviously we've got a few sprues here. Now again, I'm not entirely sure on the models, but it will tell me in the issue there, hopefully, what models we have here. But I know that we have the big guy with all the honeycomb stuff on him, so I'm assuming this is his sprue here. So just get a view of that there. So I'm assuming that is all his sprue. It looks like it's all the different parts of him. And then we've got a character sprue here, and then the general, what would they be, warrior type units. So we've got sprues with what looks like plenty of hands, so I think these actually come to make a couple of different options. So let's take a look, and then obviously we've got the bases. So we'll put these in here, and then we'll take a look at the magazine. Right, so Sylvaneth Part 2. So I think we did have Sylvaneth Part 1 in Mortal Realms magazine, and this is obviously the follow-on from that. So we'll start with this. Each premium issue of Mortal Realms features a faction from one of the Grand Alliances. This issue focuses on the Sylvaneth, armies of forest sprites led by the goddess of life, Alarielle the Everqueen. After your new army is built and painted, you'll use your Sylvaneth in an exciting battle plan that sees them defend a Soulpod Grove, a place where new Sylvaneth are grown, against the Nighthaunt. You'll need the full rules of Warhammer Age of Sigmar to play, which will come in future issues of Mortal Realms. So the Sylvaneth, obviously, it sounds like I did get that a little bit wrong. They're not Elven. They just happen to remind me of, you know, I'd say that Wood Elves are the closest resemblance to them. But there we go. So the Sylvaneth are the Watchers in the Wood, the gale that howls through the canopy of every forest. They are the raw fury of the wild places, as changeable as the weather and as merciless as nature itself. They are vengeful forest spirits of great power. To anyone who enter their lands uninvited, they are death. And they have beetles, big beetles. So, Sylvaneth. Spites. Spites are fairy-like spirits that often join the Sylvaneth in battle. They are not true Sylvaneth and can hold no rank or position to speak of. Most are small creatures. Some, however, such as Alariel's giant Wardroth beetle, grow to great sizes and possess incredible power. Sylvaneth Branch Witches. Now these are one of the models. I believe that is this one here. So this brew will give you a Branch Witch. So, druidic wielders of the life magic. Branch Witches are respected by their fellow Sylvaneth for their abilities as spellcasters, warriors and commanders. They have quick tempers and tend to act on impulse, lashing out against any who step foot within their sacred groves. Right, so I'm assuming this here is the model that we will be building. There's the snake type thing that it's got on its shoulder. So yep, this is the model here that we will be building. Lamentere are the soul seeds that grow within the more powerful and noble of the Sylvaneth. They contain racial memories of that Sylvaneth clan, a combination of souls that have come before. The Branch Witches collect Lamentere from the fallen. From them, new Sylvaneth can be grown who possess the accumulated knowledge of their ancestors. Then we got Drycha Hammerdeath. Drycha Hammerdeath is the self-professed regent of the outcasts. She is truly ancient spirit who fought in the final wars of the world that was. It was not until the darkest days of the Age of Chaos that the Everqueen planted Drycha's soul seed and unleashed the Branch Wraith upon her enemies. So this is the large one that we get to build here. So that will be the sprue for her. Obviously I will do an assembly video for these guys so that you can see how these are assembled, and you can see what they look like once assembled, and I'll also do a painting video for that as well. So the links for those videos can be found in the cards here or down in the description below. So yeah, there she is, Drycha Hammerdeath. That's the one we'll be building and painting for this episode. So Drycha Hammerdeath's giant form bristles with lethal talons and strangling vines. It is also host to numerous woodland creatures, all of whom are deadly and will swarm forth to protect their host at a moment's notice. And then Spite Revenants is the final sprue, and that is the guys here. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these guys, so 5 Spite Revenants. So hissing and shrieking, the mysterious outcasts emerge from the shadows to fall upon their victims with cruel savagery. Darkness follows these terrible creatures, and they are feared not only by outsiders who lay eyes upon them, but also their fellow Sylvaneth. See, this is why I thought elvish type look, because they've got obviously the humanoid form to them, and then I thought that something within the transition to Age of Sigmar, that they'd been twisted into the wood forms, but from the sounds of it, they are their own race. So yeah, it'll be nice to read up on these. I did love collecting Wood Elves, and from the looks of it, this is about the closest that I am going to get with Age of Sigmar for the time being. That's pretty cool. So we've got colours of the Outcasts. So obviously we've got different wooden type colour schemes. I'm not too sure what colour I'm going to do mine yet. Not liking the bright greens with the blues here. I do prefer the paler looking blue skin with the more natural wood, so I'll probably go something like that. Maybe a bit of greenery on them, but use the Dryad Bark colour scheme along with the either blue skin or more towards the greenish tone. Right, so then obviously we've got the how to build our Sylvaneth guides. So we've got Drycha Hamadreth, the Branch Witch, and I do believe that these guys can be assembled into two different things. So we've got a Shade Stalker and then Revenants. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a Shade Stalker. But from what I've heard, we do get the extra parts on the sprue to make them into some slightly different variant. If you play Age of Sigmar, then obviously you'll know what that variant is if you collect these guys anyway. But if not, then obviously that's something else that you can look into. But assembling them, they only give the guide for the Spite Revenants. And then we got the how to paint. So obviously a whole bunch of paints here that we'll need. A few of these we would have got in previous kits, along with stuff in this. So obviously the Balthazar Gold we actually get in one of the issues that came with this premium set. Then we've got the Mechanicus Standard Grey, the Cantor Blue, Corax White, the XV88 that came with this set. Mephiston Red that we got in a previous set, as well as the Rakarth Flesh, and I think we got the Dryad Bark as well, and the Abaddon Black. The shade paints, as far as I know, the only ones that we got are Agrax Earthshade in the issue that we get the Balthazar Gold in, which I believe is issue 25, and I think we had a pot of Reikland Flesh Shade in a previous issue, and non-oil, I can't remember if that was a previous issue or an upcoming issue, but I know that we do get a pot of that. So it's just obviously the Quelia Green Shade and the Athonian Camo Shade. But again, I think that the Athonian Camo Shade may have come with the previous premium kit. So then we've got layer paints. Baneblade Brown, I don't think we've had yet. Nurgling Green, obviously we got with this set. The Lauren Forest and the Taillight Oak we got with this set. The White Scar, the Calgar Blue, I don't think we've had yet. Stormhost Silver, obviously we've had. Administratum Grey, I can't remember. And the Pallid Witch Flesh, I'm not 100% sure, but I do think we got that with a previous issue. And then the Nylock Oxide we've got. And the texture paint, the Sterling Mud, we haven't got yet, but I think that comes with if you're a subscriber to Hatchet, then that comes in our next delivery after this. There's one of the issues there that comes with that. I think it may be issue 27 or 28, but I'll put up on the screen now what issue that will be with. So we've almost got all the paints to paint these guys up. We're just missing a couple of the shades and then a couple of the layer paints. So yeah, almost there for those guys to be fully painted, unless obviously you have your own paints or you want to paint them your own way anyway. So obviously we've got dark wood, light wood, the spite skin, green wood and vines. So yeah, I think this is probably the colour scheme I'm going to go with. I just like the look of the more natural dark oak look. But like I said, I may do the flesh tone a little bit different. And we got fine details and fine shades, how to paint bases and highlights. Now I'm not sure if we get any skulls and stuff with this set, but again, the next delivery, one of the issues contains the skull pack, so we'll be getting a set of skulls in a future issue, so then we can go back through our bases and add some more detailing to the bases there. Then obviously once they are painted, this is what we'll end up with. So just sort of a little a Strike Force type thing, just enough to maybe use as trying to think of the word now, an assistance towards your storm hosts. But yeah, so then we've got the Sylvaneth War Scrolls, obviously for each of the models that we've got here. So Drycha Hammerdreth, the Branch Witch and the Spite Revenants. And then we've got the playthrough, or the mission, which is the Haunting of Whisperwood Glade. The Sylvaneth of Whisperwood Glade are under siege by night haunts. Heeding the song of war, Drycha Hammerdreth has roused her outcast followers and leads them to confront the spectral intruders. So obviously there's the layout for it, and we get this mat that we can lay down in the center here, and this is using the new layout, the new mat that we get. So it's not the one that I've got here, it's the other one of these, and it's the reverse side of it for the Realm of Life. And then we place this in the middle. But obviously if you have terrain like this, you can just simply place down some trees, some ruins and things like that, and you're all ready to go without needing this. And then we've got just a little bit on the next premium kit, which will be the Orruk War Clans, and that's premium issue 3. So I think that comes with, I think we've got another five deliveries, and then we'll get that one. But again, don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure, but I will put on the screen here when the next premium kit is due. And then following that will be the final one of the Blades of Khorne. So that brings us to the end of this issue review, or this special review. So thanks a lot for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that was a little bit sort of enlightening for you. As I said before, if I've made any mistakes, apologies for that. I am new to Age of Sigmar. If you have any corrections for me, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try and remember those corrections. But if you haven't if you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscription button. I'm just 5 subscribers away at the time of recording this from my first 100, which will get me the custom URL, so it makes it a lot easier for linking towards my YouTube channel on other sites, which in turn makes it easier for people to come and find me. And obviously liking, commenting and subscribing enhances YouTube's algorithm, gets me on their page a little bit more, and recommendations and stuff. So again, that will pull more people towards the channel, and it's always nice to see the channel grow and see that, you know, you guys are enjoying my content. So until next time, thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy and keep painting those minis.